In 1784, a fossil was unearthed in Germany and interpreted as a bizarre new sort of marine dweller that used what we now know as wings to propel itself in the water. In 1801, based on the fossil's description, George Cuvier coined the term pterodactyl and identified the animal as some form of flying reptile. We now refer to this fossil, and others like it, as pterosaurs, meaning wing lizards, and have renamed the specific species found Pterodactylus. Unfortunately, the word pterodactyl has stuck with them through every new discovery, despite it having been for a long time completely irrelevant. But that's not the only way the term slips uncomfortably into the world of pterosaurs. Pterodactyloidea is, confusingly, one of two suborders of pterosaur, the other being rhamphorhynchoids. Scientists don't really like to use these classifications though, as rhamphorhynchoids and pterodactyloids don't share a common ancestor. Instead, rhamphorhynchoids are the common ancestor, and the terms instead can be seen as referring to basal and less basal pterosaurs respectively. To understand this better, think of a brother and sister. That's how most groups work, with the parent being the common ancestor. However, in this case, Rhamphorhynchoidea is the parent and pterodactyloids are the child. This means you won't see pterodactyloids mentioned in any formal papers, and you definitely won't see pterodactyls mentioned. Pterodactyloids lived from the late Jurassic to the KT mass extinction, and were larger, had a shorter tail, longer hand bones, and a longer neck than rhamphorhynchoids. These emerged in the late Triassic, and then coexisted with pterodactyloids through to the late Cretaceous. Darwinopterus, from the Middle Jurassic, is often viewed as a transitional form between these two groups, in terms of its characteristics, as it possessed both a basal long tail and a more advanced, longer neck. But although all of this is pretty dull, it doesn't stop pterosaurs from being, quite frankly, really odd. There are so far 150 described species, although the actual number to have lived is much higher. To help with flying, pterosaurs evolved a light, thin, and oh so delicate skeleton, much like modern birds have. This means they fossilise poorly, and yet despite this, the variety of species found is outstanding. Quetzalcoatlus had an incredible 10-metre long wingspan, and despite its infamy, its lifestyle remains a mystery, and theories are disproved as quickly as they are proposed. As small as Quetzalcoatlus is big, pterosaurs have been small, the most extreme of which is the 25cm wingspan of Nemicolopterus. Adding to the weird is Pterodaustro, a filter feeder with over 1,000 teeth. This allowed it to feed much like modern flamingos do today, as well as look a bit on the strange side. Dimorphodon is just dorky looking and was probably more of a climber than a flyer. Finally, hooks found on its lower jaw indicate Ichrandracos had a throat pouch similar to a pelican's, which is way too weird a feature to have evolved twice, and yet here we are. But what really makes pterosaurs interesting is whatever was going on with those head crests. Countless studies have attempted to look at the aerodynamics of them, but the huge variety in size and shape indicates they probably evolved for sexual selection. So there you go. Now when people talk about pterodactyls, you can correct them with the words very boring, convoluted history, and the group's much less boring truth. Oh, and pterosaurs aren't dinosaurs either, just in case you thought that.